Before continuing into the forearm, we should conclude this as a forearm and arm has a joint. This is called as elbow joint. Completely these muscles form a triangle over here. This triangle is called as represent as a fossa. In our anterior aspect, this is called as cubital fossa. This cubital fossa is formed by various muscles of the flexor compartment and a single muscle coming as acting as an extensor compartment muscle, that is brachioradialis. The lateral margin of the cubital fossa is from the brachioradialis. This is a medial margin of the cubital fossa is formed by the pronator teres. This one is a cubital fossa. Now as we diagnose this, we identify this pronator teres. So we come to know that medial epicondyle act as a common flexor origin for all flexor compartment muscle. So we'll take a individual flexor compartment muscle respectively. The first one is pronator teres. Pronator teres has originated as a two head, superficial head and deep head. We identify the superficial head and deep head by this median nerve pierce the pronator teres between these heads. The median nerve passes in between both heads of the pronator teres. This is the first muscle of our flexor compartment. Then second muscle is flexor carpi radialis. This one is flexor carpi radialis. Then it is palmaris longus, the longest tendon of the air, that is palmaris longus. Then flexor digitorum superficialis. This one is flexor digitorum superficialis. And on the most medial aspect, that is flexor carpi ulnaris. When we remove this superficial muscle, we cut all the tendons of the superficial muscles. We have cut in all the tendons of the superficial muscles. We see the deep muscles. These are the tendon of, look at here, these are the tendon of deep muscle of the flexor compartment, that is flexor digitorum profundus. This one is a flexor digitorum profundus. This one is flexor pollicis longus towards the thumb side. Look at here. This one is thumb towards the thumb. This is flexor pollicis longus. This one is flexor digitorum profundus. And the third muscle which is of this deep compartment is, look at here, it is pronator quadratus. Pronator quadratus. That is coming from radius to ulna. It means this forming a band. Therefore, this is pronator quadratus. Now, for main nerve supply, the complete flexor compartment is supplied by median nerve. The superficial branch is supplied by median, except the flexor carpi ulnaris. Flexor carpi ulnaris, which is supplied by the ulnar nerve. Look at here. This one is ulnar nerve, which supply the flexor carpi ulnaris. Remaining every muscle over here is supplied by the median nerve, nerve branch from the median nerve. The deep muscles are supplied by this one is anterior interosseous nerve, a branch of median nerve which supply our deep muscle, that is flexor digitorum profundus, the lateral head of flexor digitorum profundus, flexor pollicis longus and pronator quadratus. Out of this muscle, the flexor digitorum profundus is a hybrid muscle which is supplied by anterior interosseous branch of median nerve and a branch from ulnar nerve also. A branch from ulnar nerve. Here it is, the branch from ulnar nerve also. This one is completely flexor compartment of our hand. Now we'll go with the extensor compartment. This one is extensor compartment of head. We will start with our little aspects only. Look at here. To confirm it, we start with the thumb side. This one is thumb. Therefore, we start from this side because all extensor muscle originate from the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. They completely cover as a 7 superficial and 5 deep muscle of extensor compartment. We start with the first. This one is the brachioradialis. Second one is extensor carpi radialis longus. This one is long tendon. Look at here. This one is long tendon. This is extensor carpi radialis longus. Then extensor carpi radialis brevis. This one is extensor carpi radialis brevis. Then we go for digitorums. That is this one complete a band forming digitorum. Look at here. We'll lift it up and we'll see the complete 4 digitorums. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is extensor side ki digitorum, extensor digitorum. Along with extensor digitorum, we had another muscle which is extensor digiti minimi. This one is extensor digiti minimi. And after this, we have a superficial muscle, extensor carpi ulnaris. These one are the superficial muscles. The last superficial muscle is anconeus. Look at here. This one is anconeus muscle. These are the fibers of anconeus muscle. Therefore, 7 superficial muscle from lateral to medial. That is brachioradialis, extensor carpi radialis longus, then brevis, then digitorums, digiti minimi.